My name is Andrew Barron, and this is Well, It Depends, the podcast where I address financial decisions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. In this episode, I ask the question, should I gamble? But before we begin, a short disclaimer. This is being recorded on February 12th, 2024. The contents of this podcast are strictly for informational purposes only, and nothing said should be taken as investment, tax, or legal advice. It's important to consult with a professional before making any financial decisions, as the strategies discussed may not be suitable for you specifically. Getting into it, should I gamble? Well, it depends. When we talk about gambling, many people picture casinos with their bright lights and sound of slot machines. But gambling extends beyond this to making bets with friends and buying lottery tickets. The core question remains, should you gamble? First, let's talk about why people gamble. For many, it's the thrill, the adrenaline rush of risk, and the chance of winning big. Gambling can be a form of entertainment, a social activity, or even just a temporary release from reality. If you're gambling with money that you can afford to lose and do so in moderation, it may not be that much different than spending on other forms of entertainment. But here's where things get a little tricky, the risk. Gambling can be addictive, and the line between having a little fun and having an unhealthy obsession is thinner than you might think. The thrill of the win can quickly turn into a despair of loss, and for some, the cycle can be hard to break. From a financial standpoint, the odds are generally not in your favor. Casinos and lotteries have a built-in advantage for the house, especially over the long term. Might you win occasionally? Sure, but consistent profit from gambling is rare and hard to sustain. While it is true some people manage to make money from gambling through either skilled poker playing or sports betting, these are the exceptions, not the rule. It requires discipline, a deep understanding of the game, as well as a lot of luck. Beyond the financial, there are also emotional and social costs to consider. Your relationships might suffer, your mental health may take a hit, and the stress of chasing losses can be overwhelming. Therefore, it is crucial to have a support system and know when to ask for help if gambling begins to take over your life. To recap, as with many financial decisions, it's all about balance. If you do decide to gamble, do it responsibly. Set limits for yourself both in terms of time and money. Never gamble with more money than you can afford to lose, and be aware of the problem signs of gambling. So, to answer the question, should I gamble? Well, it depends.